Alright guys, here's a new spot that we're setting up, new beaver job. It is a retention pond, I guess you could call it, that pretty much just collects water from the surrounding pastures. And the beavers have dammed up the drainage ditch to it, or from it, which is backing up the pond and is flooding the surrounding cow pasture. So we're going to get the drone up in the air and fly around and give y'all a bird's eye view of it. But this is just another instance of why we do nuisance trapping. You know, I mean, this isn't in the middle of a swamp somewhere. This is in a pasture that these beavers have come up the creek and they've dammed it up and causing this farmer problems. And I'm sorry, but I've got my dogs climbing all over me. Y'all stop. Go. Shoo. Go lay down. Go lay down. So we're gonna get the drone up. Trying to avoid these power lines here. So y'all can see where the pond is, like the border where it's supposed to be. And then it's going over the banks here. Not a very big spot at all, and it's kind of random. I mean, it's literally out in the middle of some pastures, and it just goes to show how far beavers will travel whenever they become overcrowded in the area that they came from. Beavers are very territorial, so they're gonna get pushed out from time to time by the dominant beaver. So you can just see how much it's flooding, and they just can't be left to do this, right? I mean, it's just going to get bigger from here, and that's just causing the farmer problems. So in the center of your screen right there, you can see their dam, and you see that tree that's they've chewed and laid over. Their hut is actually right there, and you'll see, I think I'll show a closer up shot of that here in a little bit, but that's the dam. Y'all can see the little drainage where this water's supposed to be draining. And they're just going around chewing up the trees, which out here, that's not the big issue that they're chewing down these little trees. Just the main problem here is that they're flooding the cow pasture, which we can't let them do. So yeah, I'm zooming in now. Right, you see the tree that they've laid over? Right to the right of that tree is their hut. So their hut is right next to the dam. This is probably going to be sort of challenging because beavers get skittish really easily. And any sets that I put in, I mean, even me and my truck being right there, they're gonna hear me. They're gonna know I'm there. And whenever a beaver gets kind of shy, it can hold up for like several days. It can hold up for like 2 weeks. So that's their little hut that they've made right there. So any kind of activity on my part is gonna spook these beavers. So unless I catch them right off the bat, we may be in this little spot for a minute. Probably gonna have to get creative in our sets. May have to break out some snares at some point. Daddy. But today we're starting with body grips. And we'll go from there. And I'm going to show y'all another part closer up with me making the sets. All right, we're going to do 3 sets. And this is going to be as simple as it gets. It's just going to be three 330s that we're putting in. We are straddling the dam. This is the dam right here. whenever a beaver makes a dam, there's generally going to be a run that goes along in front of the dam where they check the dam every night. So this is an example of that. This is a run that they're using to go from this bank over to the other, and they're checking the dam as they go. So this is our 330. We're gonna get it in the ground here, and this is actually some pretty hard ground. So our stake's gonna go right there, and now all we gotta have, pick our spot. We're gonna get some stakes that the beaver has generously made for us to prop our 330 up with. Grabbing some sticks. This one's gonna go in this side. Let's sink it into the ground. And then this one's gonna go on this side. We're gonna sink it into the ground. And all we're doing is just propping our 330 up. Okay, we still got our locks on, as you can see. Close this, flip our trigger over here, get it set just right, make sure our locks are still on. Take your time and get it just how you like it, and then you can call it good. Now it's time to take our safeties off. That trap is good to go. I am going to try and, you see this gap right here? I have a feeling that a beaver's going to try and make that gap. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some more material and kind of fill this in, maybe fill this side in, and pretty much just force them to go through our set right here. And that's it. That's as simple as it gets. We're going to do 2 more just like that. And I'll show you all those when we get done. All right, second spot. The dam is right below y'all. So there's a slide going right here, and there's actually a secondary dam going out toward the pasture right there. It's not much to it right now because this isn't a very heavy water area. This isn't like running water. This is just a collection pond right here. So they're maintaining it, but anyway, there's a little dam out there that they're going to. So this is where they're coming through at. The slide is right here off camera. Our next 330 is going to go right here. Make sure you've got your safeties on still. And the good thing about this particular one is that it's already kind of blended in with this grass, so it shouldn't stand out all that much. All right, so safeties are still on. We're gonna go ahead and pinch this together, get our trigger how we like it. Safeties are still on so we can let go. And that trap is now active and ready to catch a beaver. Bring some of this grass over just to blend in, but it shouldn't need too much help. Because it's already pretty grassy right here. But I am trying to get some sticks to stabilize my trap. And that's set number 2. I got one more we're gonna put in. Alright, one thing I want to go back and point out was I had to readjust the second set right here, because in my state it has to be at least halfway submerged. So I did have to go and make it deeper to where the springs are underwater. So just wanted to point that out. Always obey your trapping regulations. Trapping is already kind of a thing that not very many people like, so always abide by the regulations of your state. All right, that being said, there's our first set right there. So there's the dam. That's the channel that they're swimming. You can see the slide that they're using. This is where our second set is, blended in real nicely. Third set is on this side of the bank right there. I was having a hard time getting the 330 to stabilize, so I just went and got an H stand, and even with the H stand, the soil, it was pretty tough. But we have an H stand with a 330 on it now. Try to get it blocked off because we know that they're going to be swimming this bank here. We know that they're chewing on these trees over here. So 3 good sets. I debated on cracking their dam a little bit just to try and get them to move, but with me tromping around out here literally on their hut a few minutes ago, they may not even come out tonight. Like I said, normally you try and stay away from the hut, but with this being so small of a pond, I mean, they can hear me right now, they can smell me, they know I'm here. So we're not going to break the dam. We're going to leave everything exactly how they had it, except we've just added a few pieces of metal out here. So we're going to see if we can get them taken care of. Y'all saw the drone footage. This is a classic example of a nuisance beaver job. A simple drainage ditch that they dammed up, and now it's flooding the cow pasture, and that's why we're here. All right, got it set. Y'all saw the aerial footage. Y'all seen the sets. Y'all see what we're working with out here. Nothing big, nothing special, very simple. We're gonna see what we pull out of here. I'm expecting 2. I don't think 3 at the most, but I'm expecting 2. All right, see y'all on the next one. Y'all be good.